Good evening, Internet. The Real Shroom here. Welcome to my pet deck series where I play my favorite cards and decks in Magic the Gathering. And after a couple of weeks away, it's back to Esper Bandit List Control for me. Yes, this is my pet deck at the moment. Currently, it's my favorite deck, the deck that I play most off stream, and that I'm continuously trying to tweak, iterate, and improve. So let's take a look at how it's built nowadays. So the basic plan of the deck is the same as always. Interact. We're going to make you discard cards with our Duresses, Binding Negotiations, Lilianas, Aclazotz. We're going to counter your spells with our Spell Pierce. I'm now back to running main board Spell Pierce. 3 steps ahead. And no more lives, and one of Dispelling Exhale. Since we now have 8 dragons in the list, this just becomes a very good counter spell. Like 2 mana counter target spell unless they pay 4 is better than Mana Leak, and we have a good chance of actually enabling it in this mode because of all the dragons. Quench isn't a bad spell either, so that's why we're running this counter spell now. And then, of course, apart from discard and counters, we have our removal, cut down. We've got Bitter Triumph, we've got Anoint Affliction, Get Lost, Exercise, Liliana, as mentioned before. Our sweepers are Day of Judgment and Scavenger Regent, doubles as a sweeper and a win con. I really do like the sweeper mode of this, and the fact that it gets shuffled back into your library when you use it as a sweeper, so that's really great. And a one of Right End. And then we've got some win cons, as most control decks do, more than traditionally control decks run, just because I'd like to run a decent number of win cons. We've got our Unstoppable Slasher, Shieldred, we've got our dragons, the black ones, we've got Aclazotz, 2 of the Meringue River regions, which are also card draw pieces, and one of Liliana Dreadhorde General to just kind of go over the top. And then, of course, we've got the card draw spells to make sure that we get the pieces we need when we need them, because otherwise it doesn't help having, duress in your hand if you don't draw it when your opponent has an important card. So we've got a couple of Deduce, 3 Stock Up, and the aforementioned River Regents. And now, when I was creating the deck, I slotted, you're looking for ways to like combine functionality of cards. I slotted 2 of these 3 steps ahead as card draw pieces. So like, we shouldn't board out more than like 1 of these basically when we're boarding, because we don't want to board out card draw. That's important to the functioning of our deck, and 2 of these 3 steps ahead are actually intended to be card draw pieces. So yeah, the major change I would say is that I've gone back to running a Spell Pierce in the main, because Stock Up is such a popular card. There's like a blue-white control deck that just came in 2nd place in a regional championship. The Jeskai control deck is very popular. Even the Core Steel Cutter decks, aggro decks, are running 4 of Stock Up, which is just a very, very good card. So I feel like it's a card they want to play early, so I feel like it's time to start running Spell Pierce in the main board again. It's just a good card if you have it at the right time, and we got more on the side. So that is the plan. Interact. Make you discard your stuff, counter it on the stack, kill it on the battlefield. Basically, total interaction in every zone of the game possible, and then win with our win cons. Total of 26 lands. That's another major change in the deck. Since I'm now running more counter spells, I did add land number 26, which is the correct number for the mana value of our deck. And yeah, we still just got 1 of each of the Restless creature lands. We're down to only 2 Demolition Fields from 3, just because I feel like our color requirements are too stringent to have to pay 2 mana to fetch up a basic land. So fewer Demolition Fields, more lands. The sideboard contains still the 3 of Authority of the Consuls. I'm still kind of teetering between this and Temporary Lockdown, but I'm still running Authority. I like it because it's cheap, and I just think that I don't know, Authority is just a little too easy to play around. I like the way that this shuts down Haste as a ability keyword on the red decks. We got an additional Anoint Affliction, an additional Exercise, and an additional Sunfall for additional creature removal. For a Graveyard Hate, we've got a couple of Cease Desist, also good for hating out Domain decks, Beanstalk decks with the Desist side of it, but the Cease side of it's a really good Graveyard Hate card, along with 1 Rest in Peace. We have Spell Pierce number 2 and Duress number 3 to board in against those controlling Stock Up kind of decks. We've got Shieldred number 2 for decks that want to draw lots of cards. Tishana's number 2 for where this is relevant. This is Good for bringing it against control also, because sometimes they'll try to board into Jace the Perfected Mind as an alternate win con against deck like ours to try to mill us out. Tishana's Tidebinder is sort of like our version of Sorcerer's Spyglass that also brings along a 3/2 body that can be disruptive at the right time in the right matchup, and a one of Pest Control Force Sweeper against Pixie Bounce Hopeless Nightmare style decks. So that is the plan. I'm liking this array of card draw. There's been like a lot of tweaking going on behind the scenes, but I like this array of card draw. I like the 3 of Stock Up, 2 of Deduce. You want some number of card draw for a deck like this that is cheaper than 3 mana, so Deduce is it. And I just have to be disciplined, not board out my card draw pieces during sideboarding, and try to not board out more than 1-3 steps ahead, because these are supposed to be card draw pieces. Anyway, this is today's version of Bandlitless Control, my current pet deck. Let's see if we can't win some matches on the ladder. And if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Alright, Blown Synapse the Brilliant is our first opponent. Yeah, that's a 1-lander. We can't keep those. We're up to 26 lands, deck. Come on. Let's not start off like this. This hand is much better. We'll keep. We're gonna be on the draw, and we'll bottom Plains since we have a shadowy backstreet, and it's gonna be against. Okay, it's like a monument deck. It would appear. Liliana Dreadhorde General. I think we can bin this. They're going to be a little bit faster than that. I kind of hate to reveal that I have this. Like, I wish these just... I know people prefer using these for, like, graveyard interaction. I wish these just scryed instead of surveilling. Alright, we draw Get Lost, which we could use to kill this Profs. Could also use it to kill the Mako. I kind of want to duress here because they could be playing a Monument next turn. Spell Pierce a Broadside Barrage. Torch the tower. Probably take Spell Pierce. Okay, so what do I do here? They're stuck on land, so I don't want to give them, like, land number 3. I think I'll just stock up. Bitter Triumph. No lands in this stock up here. Definitely want Bitter Triumph. And what else? Duress? Duress can take their broadside barrage so that we can safely play Shieldred. Exercise could be good to get rid of the Profs. I think I like Duress. I have a feeling Shieldred's going to be good for us. More Sirens. Okay, Aclazotz is also pretty good. So I think what we're going to do is Duress. You exercise as well, which is better against Aclazotz. But this draws them cards. I'm going to take the Broadside Barrage. The exercise also requires white mana, which they don't have currently. Hey, what's going on, Stealth Cole? How you doing? How am I feeling about Standard? I feel like it is definitely the format that I play almost exclusively these days. Okay, so we're gonna kill something. I think it's gonna be this Mako. And I'm gonna take 3 damage. Should I not have taken 3 damage? Maybe that was a huge mistake. Okay, we drew 3 steps ahead. I guess I have to play Aclazotz now. Oh, and they drew the white source. Okay, so we get exercised and we die. That was perhaps a very risky move, taking 3 damage off that Bitter Triumph. So it's a Mako type deck. They're going to have Monument, so that's where we want our Tidebinder. And we want Exercise. We want Anoint with Affliction. Pest Control. Yeah, Pest Control we do want for sure. So I think we'll cut Lily. We'll cut both Lilies. I think we'll cut our 1 3 steps ahead that is not a designated card draw piece. Oh, I think we want Shieldred too, because they are a deck that draws a lot of cards. Got to make 2 cuts. 1 Binding Negotiation. Oh, and I kind of stock up kind of randomly. Let's see how this goes. So what do I think about Standard? I enjoy Standard. It is the format I almost exclusively play. I think it needs like a couple of bands, and then it would be perfect. Okay, we're on the play. And yeah, I like Day of Judgment against them, so we'll keep. There's just a couple of outliers that are really oppressive, that if they weren't legal, I think Standard would be much better. But overall, I like it quite a bit. It is basically the format that I play these days. I don't play Modern anymore. I used to play a lot. And I haven't been playing Pioneer lately. Alright, I think I'm going to take this because I want to get both of these. Corey Steel Cutter. Something from those decks for certain. I don't know, like Monstrous Rage I think is actually kind of more of a problematic card than Corey Steel Cutter. I think Manifold Mouse is an extremely broken card. Okay, this is going to be a very good this is going to be a very good Day of Judgment. So yeah, I would totally be happy if they banned Corey Steel Cutter, because I think it is an overpowered card, like probably more so in older formats than it is in Standard. If I could only pick 1 card from the aggro red decks that would be banned, I probably would pick Monstrous Rage over Corey Steel. So let's Day of Judgment. There's a profs with no target. That's good. So we'll play Shelly. And a tap land. Mardu Pixies as of recently. That's cool. Mardu is an interesting take on Pixies. I left the land on top. I meant to bin it, but whatever. Alright, they exercise. FOMO. You like the FOMO for oh, they're an abhorrent Oculus deck too. Okay. Helping Hand. Well, this is going to be another good Day of Judgment if we resolve it. Sorcery, creature, land. So they don't have Delirium. Can I draw like a Duress or something here? That would be good. Dispelling Exhale is actually pretty good. Okay. So let's Day of Judgment again. Spell Pierce. Do we want to pay for the Spell Pierce? I guess. As opposed to countering ourselves. They have another Helping Hand. Alright, let's get rid of this Oculus. And I'm gonna pass. Yeah, Mardu bounce is kind of interesting. I think that the bounce decks like are really annoying. Oh, it's a Spyglass Siren. But I don't think they're like ban worthy. I don't know. Like, I guess there's an argument for like this town. I wouldn't be sad if that card got banned, but it's not as like incredibly game breaking as Monstrous Rage, I don't think. All right, let's just cut down this pixie, this siren too. And let's draw a card. Okay, there's a Meringue River Regent. Should be good for us. Just bounce this profs. Which we can counter on the way back down, and I think I will. Actually, we can't, because they have enough mana to pay for. But if they try to follow it up with a creature that can take advantage of it... Helping Hand. Behold my dragon. There's 3 Helping Hands they drew. FOMO. Yeah, High Noon is a great sideboard card these days. It hoses a lot of stuff, but, you know, importantly, So I want to attack them. I guess I gotta leave back something to block with. What, my Restless Reef? This takes 4 to activate. So does this. Okay. Let's attack the dragon. Opponent determined to get their Oculus back. Wow, that's a pretty good last card to have in your hand. Do they get another combat step? They do. Wow, that's gross. Ugh. And we are dead. No, actually, we can block. I should have done this during the first attack. I don't know why I'm so distracted today. I get my river region back. Bounce, bounce. Of course, we just draw land. I mean, I guess we're just bringing it. Trying to end this game as quickly as possible. Yeah, what would make me happy would be if they banned like 1 or 2 cards from red. I would go Monstrous Rage and like, I don't know. I feel like on power level, Corey Steel definitely should be banned as well. And then like Up the Beanstalk has always been a broken card, and I would be happy to see that go. We draw more lands. How about that? Tishana's would have been good a little while ago. I mean, next turn it can stop Oculus's thing. Is that good enough? I really would rather have a removal spell or something, I think. Okay, let's fire up our creature lands. Let's do some exploring. Here, I guess. We draw land. And we're going full Leroy. They have to block something. There's a monument. Dude. Opponent just had like the godlike top decks there. Okay, GG's. Yeah, we're still 0-1. Fox Empire the Virtuous is our opponent. Yeah, they knew I was going to stock up. I'm going to keep this hand. It's good. They saw that I had that stock up in my hand. They're like, can't beat that. It is a good, really, really good card. Okay, I have this Caves of Koilos. I think I'm actually going to get Island number 2, since I have it 3 steps ahead in my hand. Scene of the crime. Oh, this is like is this like the Kona deck? I think it is, where they try to tap Kona and then put... They try to tap Kona and put Atroxa. Come on there, outlaw partner. Yes, we want our island. Okay, let's hold up. Deduce plus no more lies. Opponent deduces, sure. Maze Mine Tome. Yeah, I don't really like that. I can counter that. Alright, we're gonna play Island number 2. We're gonna sit on our counter spell. Bitter Triumph. Alright, I'd love to draw like a Duress or something. It's gonna continue sitting on this counter spell. Meringue, okay. These cards split up. Alright, we're still missing white source number 2. So I think I'm just playing land and passing again. Next turn I'll stock up, because I'll be able to stock up and hold up our counter. Stock up. Well, I'm going to counter that. Draw. Okay, so they could just be control? I'm not really sure. Okay. We're also going to stock up. Duress 3 steps ahead. Do we duress here? Oh, I took the land instead of 3 steps ahead? Ooh, that was a misclick. That was a misclick. Alright, I guess I'm duressing. Elspeth, Jace, they are just control. Ether Siphon, they're a mill deck.
Imasahak.
Alright. We're just gonna pay 3 life to kill this.
The knowledge we acquired. No secret escapes my grasp.
They're gonna stock up. So we'll just resolve Liliana.
Let us march into
Make a zombie.
your I do quite enjoy necromancy.
They do have a restless anchorage. Stock up. Yeah, this is like every blue deck is running 4 stock ups. It's standard right now. Looking for their get lost. Ether Siphon. Okay. Let's attack. They exile 1 zombie. Make another one. I think we'll stock up.
Give me strength.
Tap my mana in the worst possible way. No discard. No counters. Wow. Okay. I guess we're just taking a couple of lands. And we'll exile this thing. More restless anchorages. Meringue River regions. Gonna bounce Lily and my zombie. Alright, let's kill the river regents. Ride's End. Okay. Play a Reef, play Lily. They have Negate. No more lies. Oh, I could have countered it if I played my Fabled Passage. Oh, man. Alright, leaving no more lies on top. Alright, let's exile this. Treasure map. Need our land. Alright, let's fire up these lands. Dude. Yeah, we'll mill you. Let's explore here. Draw land. Day of Judgment. Get rid of your restless anchorage. Alright, well, one of these is going to get exiled. Alright, they take down my reef. Yeah, they're just straight up control. Horned lock whale. Cut down. Not the greatest. Alright, we kill the whale. Play this archive. Binding negotiation. We'll leave that on top. I should have explored before attacking. Dumb. I don't know if this is even that good. I mean, like, if they have a good card. Yeah, we'll leave it on top, I guess. If they have a bomb right here, this doesn't protect us in the slightest. Ugin. And that constitutes a bomb.
I will not allow my progeny to continue.
It can't help them against our creature land, but gaining 3 life every turn helps, of course. Deduce, Day of Judgment, Sunfall. We'll take Deduce, I guess. Attack you. They gain back 3 life from Ugin every turn. And it pluses 2 to do it. I guess I have to hit Ugin. Let's explore.
Without purpose.
Binding negotiation. I don't think that really does anything at this point. Beza. Gets nothing. But they do get to gain 3 life and draw a card.
Is vital to success.
Anoint with Affliction. Continuing our quest to deal with Ugin. They're drawing off their treasure map.
Foolish. Focus. Breathe.
Alright, so what's the chances they still don't have an answer for this anchorage? Attack Ugin. Bottom it, I guess. I don't know. We could play Aclazotz. They have a Sunfall. Sure, we'll play Aclazotz. Three steps ahead, okay. Yep. So I've seen this. I saw another like Dimir deck that was doing this. It's just like remove, remove, remove. Yeah, I don't think we can beat this Ugin now. We don't have anything. There's the whale. Well, counter draw. We can discard. Cut down, probably. Another Restless Anchorage. Another Beza. He's nothing. They're at 21 life because of Ugin. Adding triple colorless.
Courses through all things.
Lyra Dawnbringer, okay. Draw land. We don't need more land, thank you. Well, see, I can bounce this. I can bounce this Ugin and this Lyra. Then they just recast the Ugin And I had to kill the dragon. I think I need to find like a sweeper and a something. I don't know. Okay, we can't beat their board. So, yeah, awesome. Blue-white control. Tidebinder, Spell Pierce, Shieldred for sure. Tidebinder, Duress. Anything else? Exercise can get Beza or Lyra. We don't need Cut Down. We don't need Anoint with Affliction. Do we need these Days of Judgment? Probably not. Seven lands. Okay. We'll keep this. Bottom, maybe my caves? Because I have a double blue card, but I have no white cards. Okay, let's duress. Negate, no more lies. We'll take negate, I guess. Shieldred. Me's mind. You draw land. Which is not blue. Ride's End. They really want to use their Maze Mind Tome this turn. So let's see if they counter this. Okay. Can I draw a Spell Pierce, please? No. Dude. My hope was, like, maybe they don't have land number 5. I can play Shieldred and then untap with a counterspell next turn. But now they have 4 untapped lands plus a Maze Mind Tome. I don't know, maybe I should play the Shieldred anyway. I think I wait until I can duress them or something. Alright, let's go for a River Regent. And counter. No more lies. Dude, we're just getting creamed, like... deduce. Sure. Scrying with the tome, fine. Let's find a duress, please. Or actually, if they countered this, that would be cool with me. They counter again. Okay. We missed land. Draw another regent. Okay. Let's try this dragon again. Negates. Spell pierce, but no land. Dude, this is just ridiculous. Okay, I added 26, land number 26, but it's not helping much. So we're way far behind. In a control mirror, like whoever makes their land drops is gonna win. So it's not looking good. Beza. We'll try to counter that, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. You can have a Beza. I don't even know. Let's just draw some cards. We finally draw our land, but it's kind of too late now. Three steps ahead, the Shelly. Well, we'll pierce that. But they can just ride End for full price if they want to. Yep. And they have all the mana in the world so they can stock up afterwards. There's Ugin. Has nothing to exile, fortunately.
I am the master of this world.
Hey, it's a land. The Eternal Wanderer.
I'll clean up this mess. I brought back.
Deduce. Land. I don't think we want the Restless Anchorage. We're actually just dead on board. I think 4, 5, 6, they have their Restless Anchorage. Duress. Oh, gee. Right on time. They counter? Sure. We're just dead on board, so... Man, what an embarrassing loss that was. Okay, we're against Stealth Cole. One of our chatters. Yeah, this is not a keepable hand. That's a mulligan. This is better. I'll put back... I don't know, cut down because I have 2 of them. Spiteful Hex Mage, okay. So they are on some form of bounce. I think I'm gonna start on my Restless Fortress. Quarry Steel Cutter. We don't want... Do we need land number 5 right now? I don't think we do. Optimistic Scavenger. There's the FOMO. Alright, we'll cut down the FOMO. Bitter Triumph is decent. I think... Do I want to just Binding Negotiation this turn? I think I do. Their board isn't really that threatening. Okay, they just have one last FOMO. Okay, we draw 3 steps ahead. I think I'll play a Slasher. No attack. Okay. Do I want to just play defense or attack? I could attack and they'll block with... Yeah, let's attack. They block with their free creature. Okay, they're gonna double block. Yeah, okay. I mean, the creature from the cutter is free anyway, so what difference does it make? Another Spiteful Hex Mage. Alright, let's pay 3 life and kill this. I'm so dumb. I should have done that during combat, of course. Silly me. Alright. Shieldred. Overlord. Hard cast. Okay, we do draw land. That's good. We'll grab... I don't know... Swamp? Yeah, I think we'll River Regent. Bounce. The Scavenger? I think just the Scavenger... No attack. Their Overlord is a 7/7 now. They get back another FOMO. Do I need to block this? I go to 2 if I don't. Creature, land, artifact, enchantment. They do have Delirium. Yeah, I think they're just dead. Yeah, just take this. Go to 2. Gain 2. This assumes they don't upkeep a removal spell for Shieldred. Attack with my Reef. My Fortress. Oh, I need to attack with my Dragon too. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I needed to attack with my Dragon there. Well, I mean, they're still dead if they can't deal with the Dragon. Kirin can block the Dragon now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to block. They have a Pixie in their hand, so they can bounce. I don't know what. Just do this. Take 2. Okay, so we, in spite of our misplay, we still got there. Okay, so Mardu bounce. We want Anoint for certain. We want Tidebinder. Pest Control's pretty good. Rest in Peace, because they're a FOMO deck. Maybe Cease Desist also, and Exercise. All right, bringing in a lot of stuff here. 1. Don't think we want Get Lost. Cut A, cut down. Because the creatures get too big to cut down pretty quick. They'll cut Liliana of the Veil as well. Deuce. Cut a 3 steps ahead. Binding Negotiation. 1 last cut. I don't know, Spell Pierce maybe? We don't have any removal for their early creatures. Yeah, I think that's a mulligan. I don't know. They're a little aggro. We do have a deduce. We do have card draw. It's borderline. I'm gonna keep, actually, because we can gain a little life off the cease. See if we get totally run over here. FOMO. Alright, Anoint with Affliction is a good one. Overlured. Yep. Another FOMO. Alright, let's kill this FOMO. Aclazotz. Alright, I think we're just land go. More FOMOs. Hopeless Nightmare. We'll discard. I should have deduced there first. Caves? Let's deduce. We're just kind of getting beat down by their board here. We are going to gain 2 life. It'd be nice to draw like a removal spell. Alright, let's just play this backstreet. Day of Judgment is good. Creature, artifacts, enchantment, land they have in their graveyard. So we can take, what, 2 creature types out? 2 types out by getting rid of Pixie and Nowhere to Run. Maybe we should take Corey Steel and Nowhere to Run. Okay, we'll take Corey Steel, Cutter, and Nowhere to Run. And I'll gain 2 life and draw a card. Urbrask's Forge. Post-combat Forge. Okay. I think we just need to sweep here. They sack their Nightmare to Scry. Here comes the Forge. What creatures do they have in their graveyard? Some good stuff. So I feel like I need to play my dragon here. The question is, do I bounce the Overlord? And I think the answer is yes, I do bounce the Overlord. Grab. I don't think it matters that much. Swamp. Play the dragon. Bounce those 2. They can just hard cast the Overlord, but they won't get to, they can't cast the Forge also. Okay, if I can draw an untapped land, I can actually one-sided sweep them. No, okay, I did draw another dragon though, so that's good. Alright, I'm feeling confident now, because we can play dragon number 2. Bounce your dudes. Actually, let's just bounce the Overlord. Maybe that's a bad idea. Because they can play it again, and it gives them the replay value. But let's make them tap a bunch of mana. Momentum breaker. Yeah, stack dragon. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Let's attack. Then we can X equals 5. Might as well do 6. Sweep their board. There's the FOMO. Ghost vacuum. Overlord. Okay, and that's GG. Oh, we'll see. Maybe they can get something crazy. Just a pixie? Yeah, they can bounce their momentum breaker, but they don't have enough mana to replay it. Okay. Let's attack with our dragon. They can gain some life. Alright, we'll play Aclazotz. And we have this Dispelling Exhale up. Ooh, they can actually bounce our stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Attack this for 4. Alright, let's draw a card. Exercise, that's a good one. Okay. So now we can play our River Regent. We'll just bounce this, which is our River Regent. That goes back to our hand. And we'll pass. We don't need to exercise that Overlord yet. Sun Pearl Kirin. Sure. With no bounce. Momentum breaker. Ugh. What a top deck. Yeah, I think that actually kills us. They can pay the they can pay for the Dispelling Exhale. It's possible I should have countered the Kirin. No, they still would have gotten double attacks off their FOMO, so yeah, they got us. Counterspell and Liliana. We're on the play now. Do you want the Liliana? We got our Anoint. We got to cut down. I don't know. We'll bring in the Liliana. Maybe we don't need the Tidebinder. Cut the Tidebinder. Okay, this hand looks good. We've got discard a sweeper, and some card draw. Should be good. Exercise, we'll leave that on top. Hopeless Nightmare, what do we want to discard? Probably 3 steps ahead. Or maybe Day of Judgment. I think actually Day of Judgment. Alright, let's Thoughtseize. Kieran, Invasion. Dreams. Take Invasion. Dreams is a brick. I think I'll exercise this Hopeless Nightmare before they can bounce it. Binding Negotiation. We discarded our Day of Judgments. We're dying to their board. Well, we got a couple of turns. Take the Overlord. Alright. They have the board advantage, but we have the card advantage. Hopeless Nightmare. Well, we'll discard 3 steps ahead. Stock up. Find us something good, please. Dragon plus Anoint with Affliction, I think. And we're at 3 life. That's very unfortunate. Alright, X equals 2. Eventually, that Ghost Vacuum is going to be annoying. Alright, let's rest in peace. Yeah, we're in a bad position. Well, I'm gonna kill that. Now they have all of a sudden have 2 cards in hand plus stuff. Yeah, I don't know. This went badly for us. Shieldred. That's pretty good, I guess. Another FOMO. Just straight draws them a card. We draw land. Hardcast Overlord. So we can block their ground attackers. We go to 1, back up to 3. We draw land. Sweet. And they actually can crack their Ghost Vacuum now. Wow. Alright, we take 2. I need a good draw, please, deck. Land. Just land. And we're actually dead to their flyers. Overlord is a 5/5. And we're dead to their flyers. GG's. Kid Charlie the Fervent will be our next opponent. We'll be on the play, and we'll keep this. Mostly good for the aggro game 2 because you board in like torch the tower. Stock up. We'll keep stock up. Alright, I'm gonna play this underground river so we can deduce. Urbask's Forge, yeah, that's a very good one. So we're against Izzet Cutter. Do you want to play our tap land or stock up? I think we'll stock up here. None of these cards are particularly great against them. Man. So I guess we'll just take a couple of removal spells here. Maybe I'll take Ride's End plus land number 6. Get Lost isn't a good spell against them. Bitter Triumph I don't like against them. So Rin's Resolve. Swifty. So they get their free token. Alright, we draw Liliana. Question is, do I sweep them now or wait? I think I'm gonna wait a turn. Spell Pierce. Yeah, next turn we can Day of Judgment and have Spell Pierce back up. I do have this Ride's End if anything goes really crazy. Right now. First Lightning, okay. Sleight of hand. So I'm going to take 9 here. Is that Ride's End worthy? Brings me to 6. I think that it actually is. We draw Spell Pierce. I think I'll... Lily... Pain myself. Make you sack a creature.
Distractions. Let's make this quick. I've always hated clouds.
Plotted Slick Shot. Burst Lightning on Lily. I think I'll counter that. Hopefully this will get them to take their attack there. Okay, good.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Well, they do have that Slick Shot that's going to come down, and I don't have an instant speed removal spell for it right now. I can activate my Risen Reef to block this token. Gonna bounce our creature. Okay, we'll deduce in response, I guess. Monstrous Rage. Yeah, so that's it. We're dead. Double Monstrous Rage. Awesome. Okay, give me Authority of the Consuls. Give me Anoint with Affliction. Shieldred, Pest Control. There's some question as to whether I bring in Exercise in this matchup. I think it is worth it to destroy the Cory Steel Cutters. Get rid of the Get Lost, get rid of Liliana. Can board out at least one of those. Board out one of these. I think we can board out 2-3 steps ahead. Liliana is actually not good at all against them because they get the free tokens. Maybe one of these guys? Let's try it like this. Hey, we have a turn 1 Authority of the Consuls. That never happens. So that means this is a keep. Also, Duress and Day of Judgment are good cards. There's a Swifty. Alright, let's Duress. Sleight of Hand, Opts. I mean, they're kind of the same, really. Plot their dude. I think we'll Binding Negotiate. We'll get rid of Swift Spear. That makes them more likely to play more creatures, I think. There's a Slick Shot. Unstoppable Slasher. Let's Day of Judgment here. It's very possible they Spell Pierce. Okay, they don't. Okay, we draw Exercise. That's good. Let's play Slashy. Monstrous Rage on my dude. Okay, they scoop. I forgot about Beza. We definitely want Beza. I like Shieldred though. Yeah, we're gonna cut the second Meringue River region. This is good. We've got a Shelly, we've got a Dragon. So I think it's keepable. I don't know. I always question, like, do I mulligan for the authority when I'm in these aggro matches? Spell Pierce. I feel like that'll be good. Alright, let's Duress. Rend Resolve and Burn Spells and Slick Shots. That is a scary hand. I think I'll take the Rend Resolve. Alright, let's pass. I'm gonna right into that Slick Shot. More plotting going on. Alright, let's Spell Pierce that Sleight of Hand, I guess, if we can. Draw land. Okay, let's go get Plains. Yeah, we'll get Plains and play Shelly. Man, are we just gonna die here? No, we're gonna take 6. Close. Well, let's see if they have a Spell Pierce. It's X equals 2. They don't. We have to stay back to block. There's a Swifty and they scoop. Okay. Whew. Our one win is against Corey Steelcutter, so that's good. That we can beat something meta. Okay, so our final record with this iteration of Banditless Control Esper was a 1-3. We only played 4 matches tonight because we're a little short on time and the matches went a bit long, most of them. And yeah, not the greatest. I don't know. I just feel like what I'm taking away from like how we got schooled by that control deck, especially, and that's been happening off stream too, is like I've been losing to like the blue-white control deck that came in second place in the regionals, and other control decks. Like there's another control deck that's different colors depending on the build, but it's like it's a mill deck basically, like kind of what our opponent was playing. Just like remove everything, counter everything, sweep everything, and then just mill you out. And those decks, they just seem much more consistent than mine seems to perform. And I think maybe the key is they play 4 stock ups. I am up to 3 stock ups, which actually I don't think is it doesn't fit in with the strategy of my deck that well, because my deck wants to play at instant speed a lot, you know? I've got a lot of counters and like instant speed removal and stuff. So I was playing quick study before stock up was printed, but stock up is just, it's just that good, actually, that like even if your deck isn't particularly well suited for it, the raw power level of it is so high that you probably should just play it. And I think I should just play 4 copies, because the control decks that I'm playing against are playing 4 copies of this spell, and they're beating me. So that tells you something. So yeah, I think we need to get stock up number 4 in there. I think we still need a little help against the aggro decks. Another 1 to 2 cheap cards that are designed to deal with those matchups in the main. And yeah, I don't know. Again, not a very good showing for this control deck. Maybe the 4th stock up will help. I don't know. It's discouraging, but you know, this is my pet deck, and if you have a deck that you really like, I'm determined that this is going to be a good deck. You know, like next time regional championship qualifiers come around to my area, which isn't going to be till I don't know when, because I missed them all this time around. Basically, next year sometime, I'm going to play some version of this deck. It's going to lose some cards to rotation, I suppose. Like Shieldred is going to go away. Anoint Affliction is going to go away. Cut Down is going to go away, but there will be other cards to replace them. But the idea of an Esper control deck that is doing what we do, the total interaction strategy, I'm committed to, and I'm going to make it work, whether, you know, through good times and bad. So you get to see the bad. If you're an MTG grinder, brewer, you know the feeling of getting into these lulls where you lose many matches in a row. And that's kind of been happening to me on stream, at least with Esper Control. But I'm going to keep plugging away. Oh, another thing. I added land number 26 to the deck, only to like really seriously flood out in a couple of games tonight. To the degree that it like, I'm beginning to, I'm remembering why I resisted adding land number 26 for so long. So I think it might actually be wrong to play 26, because we have the card draw. You know, we'll find the lands that we need, and we're not, our like average mana value is like it's less than 2.8. It's high, but I think considering all the game that we have in the early game, it's not like we're a ramp deck that's overloaded with huge spells, huge expensive spells. I think we really can get away with 25, and it's just the better number of lands for this deck. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to 25 lands, and I'm going to add Authority of the Council number 4 to my sideboard. And I think it's important to actually mulligan aggressively to find that card against aggro. So that's another thing I'm going to start doing to help my matchup there. So that's the plan for the deck, for the next time around, which, who knows, it might be next week, it might be a few weeks from now, but it's going to happen because this is my pet deck, and I love to play it, even despite the bruises I get. So, ugly bunch of matches tonight, but anyway, that's Magic the Gathering. That's how the cookie crumbles. You just got to keep plugging away, and that's what I'm going to do with Banditless Esper Control. But we'll play something different next week for sure, and something different on Friday. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed watching this edition of Pet Deck. Watching me mostly lose with Esper Control. If you did and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I do stream Magic the Gathering on my Twitch channel every Tuesday and Friday evening. There's a link to my Twitch channel as well. So hope to see you next time. Have a great rest of your week. Peace out.